What is going on, everyone? It is Greg here at EOM, Everything on Main, 295 North Main Street. It is the day after Thanksgiving, and we hope you had a blessed one and was able to spend time with your family. Now it's time to come spend time with us. We are open from 11 to 6. You have 2 more days to take advantage of our 20% off our merchandise to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. Come in for more details. All right. So it is the day after Thanksgiving. We hope that you had a wonderful day and you're able to spend time with your family. Speaking of spending time with your family and Thanksgiving, ours wasn't so fun. The story you're going to hear. So I'm not too sure what the next couple of days are going to hold here at EOM. Of course, we were off yesterday for Thanksgiving. Everyone is out shopping. I mean, we just opened, so hopefully people will stop by today. I think that's it. There's a couple things I need to do. I'm trying to get some information on a t-shirt. Go to the Facebook page, you'll see the post. I don't think anything's open in our mall strip. In our strip mall? Our mall strip? Oh, I guess I turn the, see, I do that all the time. I open this up and then people walk by and go, well, the light's on, but that's turned, and they leave. That's what happens. Anyway, burr. I don't, although we've got a lot of vehicles down here. I know the tanning bed is open down there, and the Cajun menu is not going to be here. I don't think the pie company is open. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think so. Anyway, there we go. Looks like it's us in the tanning bed place. Pick one. No, pick 2. Go get tan and then come buy something for Christmas. I think I want to put the NSYNC marionette puppets up on the cabinet. I've got the Wizard of Oz, but I just think the NSYNC will look better up there. So because of the holiday season coming up, of course, you know what it's been like with our security issues. So we do have our replacement for Rick that's come in. He's been doing a pretty good job. We did hire 2 more. I know people are like, that's that's too much. Like you got more security than customers. Well, you know, we got to be safe. So if you come to EOM, you've got to go through a couple of other security people. I appreciate it. Thank you all very much for everything you're doing. Ooh, I may have found a little love note. Let's go see. Oh, I got a love note. Y'all pass those around when you're in school. Nowadays, they probably, I guess they text each other. I don't know. Y'all remember the things where he goes, do you love me? How many kids we're gonna have? You remember that? I'm gonna do this all in front of camera. But it's something personal. I'm not going to show this part. So here we go. Aha! Hey! Oh, little love. Oh, I hope there's no gum stuck in this. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. Someone in trouble? Yep. Couldn't show you that. We do hope that you had an amazing Thanksgiving. We usually do. We usually have an incredible Thanksgiving. It was different this year. So here's what happened. We were able to get our grandkids for like, I don't know, just under a week maybe, kind of a thing. I can't remember. Anyway, so we had all this stuff planned out. We were with the grandkids. They were going to come to the store last Saturday. They were sniffling. They started sniffling, and Trish and I talked about like, yeah, let's don't bring them out Saturday just in case something was going on, because we didn't want anything. We wanted them to be good for Thanksgiving, because we do a big Thanksgiving. Our family is a big family, and so they started sniffling up a little bit, and then it kind of stayed the same Sunday. So I was like, all right, I think we're good. We're good. So we rode around on the tractor. We did a little work outside. We did stuff like we made our own peanut butter. They helped me make these little cakes that I make for them. And So it was just a fun time. And then started realizing Sunday evening that it was getting worse. Monday and Tuesday, they were sick. And it was so sad, so sad. And then because of Trisha's immune system and the things that she has to deal with. So Trish is actually in bed right now. Our Thanksgiving was this. So we called the family and we were like, hey, we're not gonna make the food that we were going to, because with the kids, the way they were, we didn't think we were gonna be able to make it. So we wanted to give them a heads up. There's a possibility we may miss Thanksgiving. And then the next day, Wednesday, we knew we couldn't do it. So we went ahead and made the call, and we had to call our kids, and we were trying to get past all this. We thought we could get past all this so we can all go to Thanksgiving. Well, it ended up where I got up Thanksgiving morning and I met my son, and we dropped off the kids. We gave him the kids, and they ended up going back to their house, so we went back to our house, and that was our Thanksgiving. This is the first Thanksgiving that I've actually lost weight. What do you know about that? Hey, actually, I'm at 100 and I think I weighed in at 194 pounds. That's not good. I know it's good, but it's not good. I like to be a little bit stockier, but because I'm eating better and just watching what I take, I feel good, but I miss, probably why I still wear all this stuff, because I'm like a toothpick right now. Really, I am. Have you seen our new cabinet that I'm so excited about? I'm hoping next week, I can go get some of the lights. Y'all been watching the videos. You know, we want to do lights up there, here. And the goal is to have all the lights up before the end of the year. All right, yeah, I'm gonna move them over there. When I first did that, I was laughing because I was like, it's in sync with the word rock and roll in front of it. I thought it was funny. In sync and then rock and roll. The two they're not the same. What do you think? Better? I think I'm gonna put Castle's Grayskull in the corner though, and bring them down. That looks good. Good? Cool? Cool good. Cool good. I made up a word, cool. There we go. See it? Probably not from there. What do you think? I like that. We'll keep it like that. I really can't wait for the NSYNC marionettes to sell. Not to get rid of them or anything, but I don't know. Whoever buys that, they love them some NSYNC, and I want to meet someone that loves NSYNC that much. No, I'm sorry. We're too busy. We have too many people on. I'm sorry. Just wait. We're too busy. Did you know that there are still some people that don't know how to spell water with only 2 letters? This is something I'd like to do. I don't know how well it would catch on. But y'all remember back in the day, I still think they have them, but the racetracks where they had the little trigger and you drove around the racetrack, usually 2 of them. They did loop-de-loops and everything. And then they also had the slot cars where I think it was the same thing, but you can actually move lanes. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Hey, check this picture out. Bing! That's just some random one, but that's what I'm talking about. Okay. I would like to get a hold of one of those that has like a really cool setup. Like, it's not just a round track, but just really cool setup. And I know I'm always talking about I need space, but I would like to figure out how I can set it up here at EOM, because I think it'd be cool to have people come in and actually play the racing games, and if it's a slot, however we're going to do it. Anyway, but I thought it'd be really cool to do that, and then try to build that up enough where people around Georgia, if you guys are interested in it, you start buying the little race cars. I think you can get them on eBay, obviously. Probably you can get them on Amazon still, I'm sure. Anyway, because they're still around. But I'm just having flashbacks. I remember there's an A-Team van. I had that. I remember I had the Starsky and Hutch little car, race car. I loved being the police. I loved chasing. Matter of fact, all right, I'm gonna tell myself here. When we lived in, where were we? We were in Texas. We lived in a house. Oh boy, I'm mixing two stories here, but I got to tell this. All right, I hope I remember the racetrack. The house we lived in Texas had a 3-way fireplace. Okay, and one of the fireplace fronts was in the living room, and then you walk into the kitchen, and there was a fire. The fireplace opening was on that side too. And then you walked around the corner, and we had a game room. So we had a big fireplace, but Dad would start the fire in the kitchen, the game room, and the living room it was beautiful. All right. And the game room is where the slot car thing happened, I'm about to tell you. Anyway, one time after Christmas, my mom was known for keeping the Christmas tree up. She loved to decorate. I remember seeing it up for like in February for Valentine's Day. She'd have all the little hearts and everything, and she like changed it, whatever. Anyway, but we had back then. We did the real Christmas trees. We were gone. I don't know what we're doing. Grocery store, shopping, I don't know. But Dad was at the house by himself, and I think Mom had started taking the ornaments down and stuff, and Dad was finishing it up. And my dad, now, if you know my dad, you know one of the most incredible men you will ever meet. Very godly man. If you're, I guess I say old school now, because there's a lot of generations passes up, and y'all don't know of the preachers back in the day, but my dad was very popular because he preached the word, and so he was just a brilliant. I consider Dad a brilliant, a loving, very loving, very great relationship with the Lord. Dedicated his life to the Lord. This man was amazing, and I try to live up to him as much as I can. I know I'll never get there, but he's a person you strive to be like. But on this particular day, Dad decided, because we had a 3-way fireplace, you know where I'm going with this? Mom, if you're watching, I know you're laughing right now, shaking your head. Dad put that Christmas tree in that fireplace. You remember all the stuff I was talking about, how amazing my dad was? He was awesome, smart, brilliant, blah, blah, blah. He was. There, just a lap. He just had a lap. A lap. Is that what we call it? A lapse. I don't know. Something skipped up there. Proceeded to light the Christmas tree. Smoke everywhere. Dad was opening up windows, and I don't remember how everything ended, but I know that he never did that again. Now, along with that, a part of this, again, the game room was a part of the fireplace, the 3-way. All right, so we had a pool table, and on top of that pool table, I had these tracks that I've been talking about. One time after church, I had a friend come over. On Sundays, y'all remember on Sundays, maybe you go out to eat, and then maybe you go over to your friend's house and you're able to stay the afternoon with them, and then you meet back up at church. We did that all the time. My buddy came and stayed with the pastor and the pastor's wife and the pastor's kid, who had this really cool RC racetrack thingy madoodle. Remember how I said I liked the police cars? Okay. So I gave him a really cool car. He was like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, it is. I said, that's awesome. That's the fastest car around. I'm going to give it to you because you're my friend. He was like, you're the best, Greg. These are all how I remembered it in my head while I'm telling the story. He put it down on the track, and I was like, oh, you squeeze it and just go ahead, and then there he goes. Whee! And he was like, this is fun. I went, you're doing awesome. And I pulled out from my pocket the police car. And I slipped my car on the track, and I hide it, and I'm like, and I was like, you got to pull over. And he's okay. And he like pulls over, and I said, hey, you're going way too fast. There's a speed limit here. All this is a true story. And it's 55, and you were going 139. Pulled out my fake pen and paper. Handed it to him. Where do I pay it? Right here. And he had a quarter. Really? I'm the police. Dug out and I knew he had a quarter. Dug out and had a quarter. Gave it to me. So, all right, don't do it again. So I took the police car off. Pull over. You're going fast again. I'll give you another ticket. At this point, he was like, I don't want to play your game anymore. He didn't want to do it anymore. He was like, this isn't fun. I was like, I made like 50 cents off of it. That was bad. I wish I knew what his name was. It's been, obviously, as I was a kid. Anyway. Hey, 1 in a million chance that person sees this, I'll give you $1. I apologize for that. I was a kid, but still, I shouldn't have done that. But it was fun. Anyway, that's my racetrack story that every time I see those, I remember that. So, and don't worry, if I ever get to set it up and we come and play, I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm a grown adult. The pen and paper will be real. All right, first of all, let me just start by saying, obviously, I'm not comparing my skills to these people's skills. Obviously, not even the same level, but I do want to make a point here. As most of you know, one of my careers was a professional wrestler. I actually started with the WCW as a referee. I have video of all this. I have receipts for all this, as they say. I just have to pull them all out and find them and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I was just looking on the internet and this popped up and I was like, huh? What? It was a list of like 10, but I just picked 4 of them to kind of show you what's going on here. So this is some of the most highest paid professional wrestlers for one match. Highest paid professional wrestlers for just one match. Again, I am not on the same level as these guys. These guys are incredible. These guys are, much respect to them because I get it. I was down that path, did not get as far as they did, not even close, but I get this stuff. Chris Jericho, we all know Chris Jericho. He got $100,000 for one match. A lot of these matches lasted like 3 minutes too, so you can divide that and get some information there. So Chris Jericho, $100,000 for one match. The Ultimate Warrior, $500,000 for one match, and we all know his matches were like that. Brock Lesnar, $3 million for one match. Stone Cold Steve Austin, $4 million for one match. Again, I just pulled these 4 numbers off just to make a point here, to explain to you what kind of money is in professional wrestling. My very first on-camera job for WCW was, actually it was a dark match. I refereed a dark match. It wasn't on air. I have the video of it. That's why I said that, so I apologize for that. I refereed one match. How much do you think I got from that match? Hey, put it down in the comments. No. If you know, you know. I was paid, and again, did I ever cash that check? I may have. I got the stub for sure from WCW. I refereed one match, or was it 2 matches? It was a long time ago. I reffed 1 or 2 matches. I really believe it was 1 match. How much you think that I made for reffing that one match? And that match had 2 guys that the crowd didn't know. When we went to this show, these dark matches, no one knows who you are. So they're just like, you got to let them know to cheer for you or to boo you, kind of a thing. But you're really there to impress the back room and the bookers and everything. So the guys that I was reffing, I believe, were guys from like the training school that I was with. $500. I got $500 for reffing one match. And I turned down a number of opportunities to work for WCW just because of the way the contracts were. Hey, if they would have guaranteed, you know, $1,000 a night and guaranteed, you know, 3 nights a week, I'd been there. Boom. I'd been there. It doesn't sound like a lot of money now, but you got to remember I'm old. I do remember, oh man, I remember Terry Taylor. He was a booker back then, I believe. Back then, the WCW referees had blue, I believe they were blue shirts, black pants. I think that's what they did. Anyway, because I wasn't fully employed, I had to have my own stuff. So I was reffing with the black, I think black pants, like loose, actually, pants like this. That's hilarious. I think I did that, and I still have it to this day, a stripe t-shirt, like a football ref, and I still have that. And so I remember doing the match and everything, and I remember one of the guys said the funniest thing was when he was getting pinned, looking up to the sky, looking up to the roof, he goes, I just never thought that while I was waiting to hear you count, that I would see you fly over my head. Because apparently I was, and again, I've got all this on camera. I think I'm on one side, and when he goes to pin, I think I leap over them to do. Gotta get looked at, gotta get seen, you know. I remember after the match going back to the back. I believe it was Terry Taylor, but he said 2 things. One, always know where the camera is, your main camera, and I think I messed up a couple times on that. I had my back to the camera. And 2, he goes, "What in the world are you wearing?" I was like, my ref outfit. Here you go. That's horrible. I think it's about 6 months later, all of WCW changed over to those stripes. I'm just saying. $500 for one match. And it was a dark match. Again, no one saw it. We got it but on tape, but no one saw it. $500 that only the auditorium saw. A lot of money in wrestling. So I'm texting back and forth with Eric. We're trying to find some lights and things for this cabinet, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, got to talking about, y'all know the those inflatable guys at their arms, they float around, they do all this. We kind of joking and talking about, I was like, hey, I may get one and put out here. I think it'd be pretty cool. Get some more eyes on us and everything. And so I looked them up, and they're pretty expensive. Everything's expensive nowadays. So I came up with a solution. Problem with this is it only lasts for like a minute, and then I gotta reset and rest. Eric said that they have costumes of this dude, so you can get a costume and do it. I'm waiting on the sour candy first. People, don't send that suit. I'm not gonna wear it yet. I'm waiting for the sour candy first. But if that suit does come in, I may wear it. I told you, Eric, I may do anything to get people come in the store. I just tried to get Eric to do the end of my videos here. I just thought it'd be funny. Just click to him, and he's just like, hey, thanks for watching. See you next time. But he said no, he didn't want to scare people. Eric, come on. Thanks, I appreciate that. It was good advice. You're not doing it, and I appreciate that, buddy. All right, we'll see you next time. And we're able to spend time with your family. We've got a little story to tell. For Georgia, this is the day after Thanksgiving. It is cold outside, which don't worry about the weather. Hey everyone, it is Greg here in Jasper. You know I'm in Jasper. 295 North Main Street. I remembered. EOM, everything on Main. Anyway, That's my race.